Pilates workout is a great one that you can do at home or on vacation or anywhere, as long as you just have a little bit of space. I'm doing it right here in my own living room. You can use a yoga mat or you can just use the carpet for comfort. This is going to be a great class that will get the whole body. We'll start with some balance work, some leg work, we'll go into some upper body work, and then some really good abdominal work, and it will just get a little bit of everything, but something that you can do just right in your own home. Okay, take a deep breath in. Exhale, place the hands on the legs. Curve that belly button under, roll all the way up the spine. Warming up that spine. Engage, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to legs. Curve that belly under and roll up the vertebrae. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Curve the belly under. Roll up the vertebrae. 1 last time. Inhale. Exhale. Curve under. Roll up. This time, take the hands up into a deep breath. Come down to the legs and stay down. Part of Pilates is learning how to functionally train. Push the hands down into the leg where you feel pressure and then push back up. So it forces you to really have to bend over. So functional training, coming from our Pilates method, is being able to take all these concepts and principles and use them in your everyday life activities, such as bending, reaching, twisting, lifting. So we train ourselves to get down and have to pick something back up. Put that pressure in the legs. Little change. Step forward this time. Put your hands on your thigh. Shift your weight back on the thigh and shift back. Heavy on the thigh, leaning over as that chest comes to the thigh. Good. This time stay forward and reach up high from there. Put your hand to your thigh. Put some pressure on that leg and lift. And take it down and lift back up. And 1 more time. This time we're going all the way to the floor. Reach down. And all the way up, and find those muscles that force you to get all the way down and allow you to come all the way back up. And 2 more. And lift. With full control, taking this now just to the leg with a little pressure and step back again. Shift the weight. Take it forward. And shift back. And 2 more. And shift back. And 1 more. On the next one, we'll introduce a little bit of balance. As you come up, bring the leg up. Fall forward and lift. Catch yourself in that lunge and pull up. On this next one, stay in the balance and hold. Lift the arms in a circle over your head. Bring them together. Bring them into your chest. Circle. We're going to take a whole big long sequence now, just on the one side of the body before we do the other side. And lift. And in. And 1 more. Good. Bring it in. Hold. Take that foot and extend it a little more forward and reach your hands forward. Now figure 8. The arms and the legs in opposition. As we create that movement and that motion to challenge the balance of our stable leg. Take it back to the middle and hold. Bring your hands to heart center and bring your knee just in a little higher. Position 1, open the knee and flow to position 2. Lift the knee and lift the arms up high, position 3. Reach the arms forward and the leg back, position 4. Challenge the balance as you continue on the same side, position 1. Open the knee, position 2. Lift high, position 3, and transition to the tabletop, position 4. 1 more time through the flow. 1. Open the knee to 2. Lift, 3, and swing under and reach and lengthen the leg to tabletop, 4. This time, pull the knee in, hands to heart, take the toe to the side, release. Reach up with the arms, new position 1. Cross the foot over, open the arms, position 2. Reach forward, hips back, position 3. Keep the leg where it is, open the arms, position 4. Reach up. So most of this sequence has the leg crossed right here. Sit back, reach forward, shifting the weight. Open the arms, keep the leg there. One more time through, reach up, across the leg, reach and sit back, and open it back up. Good. Take it back out and reposition. Taking that same elbow to the knee, pull and pull. And as you pull in with that knee and elbow, lengthen the opposite arm up to the ceiling, creating a nice good stretch with the other side of the body. One more time. Now take that opposite elbow and pull across to the knee. Pull across, reach. Posture, long lines, good alignment. One more time. Good. Now take that leg behind you, reach down with that opposite hand, touch the toe. Reach out into a lunge and really load the weight into that leg. Step in, touch the foot, and load the leg as if you're trying to reach the floor. Find balance for a second and reach the floor. One more time. Reach the floor, hold your position right there. Now release that upper arm down as if you're going to pick something up from the ground. Reach up to the high diagonal. Go all the way down and all the way up. So not like a cardio class where you're trying to do a lot of fast movement, but more controlled, deep, high range of motion. This time push off that leg and extend. Take it down and extend. And down and extend. And one more time. And extend. Good. Take it down. This time open the legs wide, arms wide. Turn your back leg forward, front leg towards the side wall. Going into our warrior two pose we take from the yoga practice. And really load the leg so you feel that shin bone pushing. From here, drop the arm under and the other arm over. On the way up, take the hand behind the leg and lift and look up. Drop down. I like to draw your attention to the inner thigh of the front leg here, the adductor. The one that's holding the leg stable so that it doesn't wobble. And use the strength of your legs as you take that flow. Take this up one last time. Hold. Bring the hands behind the back, interlock the hands, open the chest, keeping that leg stable. Push the chest forward. Lift back up. And forward. Stabilizing through the inner thigh of that front leg. Two more. Pull back up. And last one. Good. Pull back up. Bring the arms back out to the side. Bring the legs together, face forward. Sit down as if you're going to sit down deep into a chair. Find the strength of your front leg. Reach the hands up to a diagonal where the bicep muscles are right next to the ears. 4 new positions. Hands come to heart, heels lift up, legs squeeze close. Position 1. Keep your heels up, swing the arms back, lift the chest. Position 2. Arms out to the side, drop the heels, hinge the head forward, hips back, lengthen legs. 3. Drop the arms down, sit down deep into that chair, drop the hips but lift the arms. 4. Through those again, hands to heart, lift heels. 1. Heels stay up, arms back, chest up. 2. Arms to the side, lengthen into a hinge. 3. Swing the arms under, drop the hips. Deep chair, reach the arms up, use your back. 4. Last time through, hands to heart, heels up. 1. Swing the arms back, lift chest. 2. Reach the arms to the side, hinge the head forward. 3. Drop down, hips back, arms up. 4. Stand up, relax. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, put your hands to your thighs. Put a little pressure on your legs and push up. Moving through that big long sequence again, but using the other half of the body. Drop down, push up, drop down, pressure. So you have to actually go deep enough to feel the hands engage the arms. 1 more. Step forward into a lunge. Weight the front leg and step back. Even something as simple as shifting the weight from one place to the other can be pretty challenging. And stay forward here. Reach up. Really get down to where you're bending over and lifting up. Where the chest comes to the thigh and you put your weight into that front leg. One more. Next time, go all the way down to the floor, touch. All the way back up. Find the muscles that are required to get you all the way down and all the way up. One more. On the next one, take it back to the leg, put pressure on it, step back, shift the weight back. Do that again. Pull back, forward, pull back. One more time. On the next one, introduce that balance. As you pull the knee up, find balance. Take it forward. Find balance. Then notice, even though we're moving very steady, we're not rushing. Pull up and hold. Lift the arms. Exhale as you bring them into the chest. Circle around. Any type of movement on top of stable legs can challenge us. Concepts of Pilates, centering, concentration, control, movement fluid, smooth, precise detail, and breath. Hold center. Take the arms, reach forward. Take your leg and just extend a little more out in front of you. Figure 8. In Pilates, oftentimes our focus needs to go more on the stabilizers than the movers. So we're thinking about that leg that's stable, the center. Bring it back to the middle and bring your hands into your heart. Find your stable leg. Open the knee. 4 positions, that's 2. Lift the arms, lift the leg, 3. And the more movement we put on stable leg, more challenge, 4. Pull in forward again, 1. Open the knee, 2. Lift the knee, 3. And swing that leg back, reaching the arms forward, 4. Here we go one more time, hands to heart, 1. 2, trying to remove any wobbles. Lift knee, lift arms, 3. Drop and swing into the tabletop, 4. Pull the hands to heart, and this time take that leg out to the side. Reach the arms up high. Pulling now, the knee to the elbow and reach up. As you lengthen the opposite side of the body. And good. Cross now the opposite arm into the knee and reach up. And pull and reach. And pull and reach. One more. And reach, hold. Good. From here, take that foot, cross it over the leg. Reach forward. Keep the leg across and open. And reach up. Cross the leg. Sit back, reach forward, position 2. Open and lift up. Cross. Breathe. Open. Lift up, hold. Cross the leg behind, touch it with the opposite foot. Load into a lunge to the side. Bring it up, find balance. Load the leg, put weight on it. Pull in. Try to find that diagonal, reach low to the floor. One more. And hold there. Good. Release your top arm. Release that back leg as if you're trying to pick something up. Reach across to the diagonal. Drop down low. And lift. Think of the word centering. Everything comes right through the middle and up. And one more. On the next one, we'll power off the bottom leg, reaching higher, more balance. Lift. Take it down. Shift up, lift. Pull down. Lift up. One more. Lift up, hold. Bring it back down. Open both legs, both arms. Turning this back leg inward. this leg side. Spreading the legs far apart to engage the legs. Arms strong, using our warrior moves from our yoga practice. Try to really get into the legs and find the strength of the legs. Good. From there, drop down and reach over the top. Circle and bring your hand to the back leg, look up. Drop down low. Find a flow and an energy, but also a natural breath that takes you from one move to the next. Find that inner thigh on your front leg that takes away the wobbles. Last one. Hold. Reach the arms out strong to warrior two. Interlock the hands behind your back, warrior. Humble warrior, lifting the chest. Motion. And lift back up. So Pilates stabilizes and then adds movement to challenge the stabilizers, the inner thigh on your front leg. Maybe the glutes and hamstrings, and always the center. Come back up, hold, bring your arms back out, step in close together. Bring the hands now right next to the ears, sit down deep into a chair. Using 4 positions, hands to heart, lift the heels, 1. Keep the heels up, chest open, swing arms back, 2. Open the arms, hinge the head forward, 3. Drop the arms, sit deep into the chair, arms come right by the side of the biceps, 4. Hands to heart, heels up, 1. Swing the arms back, open chest, 2. Open the arms, hinge the head forward, 3. Drop down, hips down low, 4. One last time. Hands come in, position 1. Heels are up, swing arms back, chest open, 2. Hands to the side, hinge forward, 3. Drop the arms, lift, 4. Stand upright and relax. Some great balance work there, some great leg work. Let's go into some upper body work. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see the move. Going into a plank series, we won't do a lot of repetitions, but part of the work is to be able to go down, but also be able to get ourselves back up. Again, functional fitness. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and fold forward, softening the knees on the way down. Release the head. Walk your hands forward to your plank and lower the hips in alignment with the top of the head, always the back of the neck long. Then walk your hands back in, bend your knees, and roll up the vertebrae slowly, bringing the head above your heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Walk back forward to that plank position again, and find that perfect plank for you. If you need options, lower your knees. From here, take the right hand, cross it to the left shoulder, and then switch sides. So you're shifting the weight. Now be careful not to use momentum or speed, but muscle and control. And shift. And one more on each side. Finish the last one. Walk your hands back towards your feet, bend your knees. Roll up the vertebrae. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, soft knees. Walk your hands forward down to the plank again and really line up your head with the ends of your feet. Take your hands a little wider to a push-up position for the chest. 2 push-ups, that's all. Lower the chest. Slowly rise back up. 1 more. Raise up. Walk your hands a little closer. Walk your hands back to your feet, bend your knees. Roll up the vertebrae 1 bone at a time. Repeating that, take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands forward to your plank. Lower the hips, pull the shoulders away from ears. Take your hands a little wider for the push-ups. Slow push-ups, but only 2. Lower the chest. Push back up. 1 more. Walk your hands in closer. Walk your hands to your feet. Bend your knees to regroup. Roll up the vertebrae one bone at a time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees. Walk your hands back out. As you lower the hips and pelvis in alignment, keep your hands under shoulders. Pull your knee forward, one knee at a time, and step back to change legs. Not fast, but good control. Be careful not to drop the head as you pull the knee forward. And one more time. Little change for the next move. Pull your knee forward and hold. This time, drop the knee as if you're trying to touch your knee to your nose and your nose to your knee. So really pull into a cheetah position. Now lift the head, put your foot back, and pull your other knee forward. Drop the nose towards the knee and pull the knee towards the nose. Engages the abdominals. Step back, lift the head. Walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees. Regroup as you roll up one vertebrae at a time. Keep the oxygen flowing. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands forward to your plank. Drop the pelvis, lift the chin, back of the neck long. Take the right foot and place it over the top of your left ankle. Shift the top of your head forward as you rock to your toes. Rock back. Rock forward. Try not to panic. We only do about 4 of every move. That's 2. Here's 3. Push back. And here's 4. Stabilizing that core, bracing the belly, push back. Take the foot back to the floor, walk the hands back in, bend your knees. Roll up the vertebrae. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees. Walk the hands forward to your plank. Drop the pelvis, lift the chin. Engage and brace the belly. Take the left foot, cross it over the right ankle. Shift your weight forward and back. You're going to hear me say the word brace the belly a lot today. It's that protection of keeping everything tight in the center so that things around it can move without injury. One more. Find that bracing. Now take the foot to the floor. Walk your hands back in. Bend your knees. Roll up the vertebrae. Take a deep breath in. You're almost there. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands forward into your plank and lower the pelvis, lift the head. This time take the right foot, cross it under the left, putting that right pelvis on an angle. Lift the hips high. And as you lower the hips, the head will aim forward. To keep it in alignment, as you lift the hips, the head will start to lower towards the floor and pull back down. And engage and pull up. And pull back down. One more makes 4, but you're not quite done with this sequence. Lower the pelvis, hold. Find that right knee, pull it to your left elbow. Put it back. You'll do 3 more. Notice the inner thigh on your left stable leg. And down. 2 more. Notice the oblique muscle on the right waistline. 1 more. Pull. Center. Feet connect. Walk back. Bend the knees, roll up. That's a good one. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as we repeat that on the other side. Walk forward. Find your plank. Left foot crosses under right. Hips are on an angle, lift high. Head will aim forward, down. Lower and the head moves forward. Engage, pull up, number 2. Pull down. Lift up. And down. Find again the natural breath. Do not hold the breath. Pull up. Lower the pelvis, hold. Left knee to right elbow engages right inner thigh. Step back, 3 more. Pull. These are tough, tough moves. Find the strength and the willpower to do 2 more. And here's our last one. Put your feet apart. Walk your hands back in. Stay here. Step your feet wider. Soften the knees. Roll up the vertebrae. Take a deep breath in with your feet wide. Fold forward. This time, walk your hands just a little more forward, not plank. Hips are still in the air. I need you to walk the hands further enough forward that your heels can lift up onto your toes, so your weight is forward on your hands. Here's a little detail. Turn your fingertips in towards each other. When I bend my elbows, I will be lowering my head to my fingertips, which keeps my head in alignment. So I don't want my head too high or too low. Neutral. Keep your heels up, bend your elbows, head goes to the fingers, press up. So as you do this triangle push-up, working into shoulders, triceps, even lats. Smooth and fluid, every detail. 2 more. Push it away. 1 more time. Push it away. Bring your feet a little closer together. Walk your hands in with bent knees and roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees. Walk your hands back forward to the plank. Lower the pelvis. Turn towards your right side and lift your right arm up high. Curve it under. You're in a side plank, lift back up. Bring the hand to the floor to a forward plank. Opposite direction, left hand goes up, curves under, lifts up, hand comes back to forward plank. 1 more on each side. Twist, lift, rotate, lift, hand down center. Last one. Rotate, lift arm, curve under, lift up, come back to center, bend your knees, and take a break for a second. Release the forehead, release the arms, release the hips, and take a break. Feel your breath go into your back. Next move is a great bracing exercise, especially for some oblique work, a little bit of hip work, and some good balance work. Not all balance work is done on our feet. Come up onto hands and knees. As you hold into your hands and knees here, sliding your left arm underneath you. Really doesn't matter which arm you start with, but you'll get them both. Your shoulder comes to the floor, your ear and your head go down towards the floor. Your hips are up and they may feel a little asymmetrical or shifted on one side. Your hand that's in front of your face can help you balance or it can challenge your balance, depending on where you place it. As you now engage your center, lift your knee off the floor. So I'm working with my left arm under, my right knee up. From that position right there, you're going to feel a little bit of wobbling. Engage your center so you do not wobble. The leg parallel to the floor, and then start to extend it forward towards a kick. Even shifting that weight will challenge your balance. Bend it back in. So in Pilates, again, we want to find the stabilizers, which right now are your center and most likely your left leg, the one that's under you, and bend back in. And extend the kick forward and the shifting of the legs. We don't just hold still. We bend and move. We twist and rotate. We kick and twist and reach. This time, keep the leg straight. Find your balance and kick your leg back behind you. Kick it back to the side wall. Because very rarely in things we do during life do we hold still. So we want to be safe, engaging the muscles in the center so that when we move around, we're safe without injury. 1 more time, kick to the side, bend the knee, set the knee down, pull the arm back up, put it on its hand, and slide the other arm underneath. Side of the head goes down. So my right arm is now under, my left leg comes up. I'm going to turn the other direction so you can see me a little bit better. Now, my right arm underneath, Using the other side, make sure you do the other side. And lift my left leg up. As you find your balance, stabilization more important than movement at first until you get the stabilizer set. Then I start to extend the leg into a kick. Find that balance and then bend it back in. Trying to get rid of every little wiggle you feel through the body as you find that fluid motion in the leg. And kick again to the side. And bend back in. On this next kick, keep the leg extended, but kick it towards the back of you. And pull back to the side. And then kick it to the back. And to the side. And to the back. For this last one, go to the side, find your stability, bend your knee back in. Release the knee back down to the floor. Bring your hand back out, sit back, and release. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then come up into a seated position. As you pull yourself to seated position, we will be doing some things with our tailbone in a C curve. Really focusing on opening the chest with good posture, but engaging the belly, not the chest. So let's start with our hands underneath the thighs. As you start to pull the belly button under, you may feel your tailbone a little bit. Get that little coccyx to tuck under a little, but now open the chest, lifting through the chest. Bring your legs a little closer together. Release your hands to reach forward. Turn the palms up, elbows in, nice and tight. As we stabilize, adding a bounce with the hands. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Turn to your side and pull up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go back to center for 8. Turn to your left and pull up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back to center for 4. 1, 2, 3. And twist for 4. And center for 4. And twist for 4. Keep breathing. Go back to center for 2. Lift up. Relax your legs. Lift up in singles. Down, up, down, up, down. Listen to the transition. Bring your hands together, elbows wide. Tap the tailbone under and add a twist. And twist. And twist. And twist. In 4, 3, 2. Take the palms of the hands down to the hip. Lift over the top of the hip. Over the top. Over the top. Finish in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, sit up nice and tall. I like to think of an image of maybe riding a speedboat or a mountain bike or a bouncy car, even a ride at an amusement park. If we are not engaging those center muscles or bracing, those bouncing moves can bounce our neck and our shoulders and injure us. So a lot of these moves, when I say create a bounce, it's kind of that image of bouncing around but engaging center. We've done some forward planks today and we've done some side planks. Let's do a reverse plank with the hands behind. If you have injuries with wrist, you can turn your fingertips to the side. Without injury, turn the fingertips to the back of you. Pushing downward into the back side of the body. Feel the triceps engage, open the chest, lift the head without collapsing the neck. Push down with your feet, engaging the back side of your legs. As you lift your pelvis, keep your head, strong neck. Kicking one leg up and the other leg down, resisting the push to pull. Almost more important to push down with the leg before you lift up, or that leg will not lift back up. 2 more kicks. Last kick here. Bring the hips down to the floor, relax. Bring the knees now in, grab hold of the legs and just release the arms. Sitting back up tall, bring the hands underneath the thighs. C-curve the belly inward, hips under, open chest. Lift up one leg at a time, and as you bring those legs together, squeeze them close. Open the chest for posture. Touch your right toe to the floor, bring it back up. Touch your left toe to the floor, bring it back up. Squeeze your knees together. Release your hands forward. This time take the left toe to the floor. Lift back up. Take your right toe to the floor. Lift back up. Squeeze your knees together. Add a little bounce. Bounce of the hands. Try to brace the belly. Hold still. Take your right toe to the floor. Bring it back up. Take your left toe to the floor. Bring it back up, squeeze your legs together. Fingertips to the floor, chest opens to the ceiling, hold. Bring your fingertips back up. Take your left toe to the floor. Bring it back up. Bring your right toe to the floor. Bring it back up. Hold and squeeze the legs together. Make fists with the hands. Double tap the fist high. Open up one more time. Double tap, tap. Open up, hold. Take your right toe to the floor. Lift back up. Take your left toe to the floor. Lift back up, squeeze the legs together. Grab hold of the bottom of your legs. Open the chest. Extend your legs higher. Lower. Higher. All put together a little different. All the flexibility is a little different. Just moving the legs a little higher position, little lower. This is also a balance move. Extend to your high, hold, big finish, release your hands, turn your palms up, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in, open the knees, release the back. The next set of exercises is referred to as the Gymnast Series. 3 different exercises with different leg positions. Use the image of maybe a male gymnast holding the rings or the handles on one of those pommel horses. They stabilize and then they move, and that's the image you want to create here. Fingertips are slightly in front of you on an angle. Push downward with your fingers, but pull your shoulders away from the ears. With a very subtle contraction, pull your belly button into the backbone without collapsing the shoulders. So there's some pressure there. Now as you pull the belly in, lift one leg high, pull down. Take the other leg and pull in with the tummy and release down. Now push down with the hands, in with the tummy, pull your legs up off the floor. Release back down. Push down with the hands, in with the tummy, lift legs. Lower down. Really finding that abdominal wall. Push down, engage, lift up, and down. And one more time, push down, engage, lift up. Now little taps with the toes, creating a little bounce, and release the legs down. Open the knees, bring the fingertips right inside the legs. Same idea. Push down, pull shoulders down, pull belly in without collapsing. Lift one foot off the floor. Lower down. Other foot off the floor. Lower down. Here comes the big one. Push down, engage, pull both feet off, and release to floor. Push down, engage, lift up, and down. Push down, engage, lift. And on this next one, keep the feet off the floor for a second as you bounce the toes together. And release down. This time, turn the knees up. Bring the hands to the side of the legs, pushing the pressure into the fingers, shoulders down, posture tall, engage the tummy to the backbone. Lift one foot up and lower. Lift another foot up and lower. Push downward, pull inward, engage both. Release. Push down, engage, lift up, and release. And 2 more. Push down, engage, lift. And on this next one, hold as you take a little bounce of your toes together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Open the knees and relax. Lift up. One more really deep abdominal wall exercise. Bring your feet together. Bring both hands under thighs. Open chest. Curve under, belly button to spine, tailbone tucked. This time, take your right leg off the floor. Asymmetrical work will work through the oblique muscles of the internal abdominals. Now, as you tailbone under, use the image of maybe a small little ball behind your back or a pillow, beanbag chair, really sinking in deep to the abdominal wall. Brace the belly and then pull your left hand underneath your right leg, feeling very different on both sides. Your left foot is your anchor on the floor. Extend your right leg a little higher and a little lower, keeping your chest open, and extend higher and lower, moving with that fluid and smooth motion, but thinking about every detail from the foot that's on the floor to the chest to the elbows to the neck, and hold here. Next challenge, take your bottom foot off the floor just barely, just release it from the floor. Engage the bracing of the belly and take your right hand to the side of your leg. As you brace even deeper, release the left hand to the side and create a little bouncing. Keep breathing. Now take your fingertips to the floor, lifting the chest. Take your top leg a little higher. Take your bottom leg a little longer. Don't panic, you are almost there. Reach the hands up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull in, relax. Finishing on the other side, hands behind the legs. Engage into the C curve as if you're falling into a pillow or a ball. Take the left leg off the floor, anchor the right leg down, open up the chest. Engage, embrace the belly as you take the right hand underneath your left leg. Extend higher and lower, and higher and lower. So you've got this nice stabilization as you also have fluid, smooth motion. Bend it and hold. Take your bottom foot off just enough to release it from the floor. Brace the belly, tuck the tailbone. This time release the left hand to the side of the left leg. Before you release the right, find that deeper engaging and release. Create a little bounce. Notice the legs are at different heights. Breathe, hold still, take the fingertips down, chest a little open. Extend your top leg higher, bottom leg longer. Extend, lift up, engage, brace for 4 counts. 3, 2, 1, pull in, relax. Let's challenge your side work now, going down onto one side. You choose a side to start with. We'll get them both. As you bring yourself down onto the floor, let your arm come down and your head come down. Then extend your legs long, your other hand in front. Find the fleshy portion of your hips so you're not leaning backwards, but right over the top. Find the belly button and pull it right into the backbone. Then take your top leg and pull the knee forward in front of the belly. As you do that, you'll feel the weight of the leg trying to pull you forward. Find the abdominals. I love this exercise because I can feel it so much in the abs and not just in the hip. Now release the knee to the ground. Notice no abdominal work going on there. So as we engage the abs, pull the knee off. That's where the ab work happens. Open the knee to the sky. Pull it back down forward and catch the momentum. Open up and feel how the abdominals stop the movement right there. So it's not about opening. It's more about the dropping here. Take it one more time. Open and then pull forward, hold. From here, lengthen your lever by kicking the leg forward, creating more weight, more ab work. Bend in, and you'll probably feel your hip too, but really find how the abdominals help the leg and bend in. We all have different flexibility. Some of you will be able to take the leg really straight and some of you won't. But just by creating a little more weight right there. Keep the leg extended and now lift the leg higher. So just like you did with the bent knee, pull forward, catch it. Lift up. Try to put the work in the abdominal and less in the front hand. Pull up and forward drop. And one more time, lift and bring it forward and hold. Draw a figure 8 circle with your foot forward and backwards. Again, the motion of the leg challenging the center core. Give me one more figure 8 circle. And as you finish it, bring the knee in and sit up onto your elbow. Elbow lines up with your shoulder and your ear. The top leg extends high and you grab hold of it. Before you move the bottom leg, lift your chest, find good posture and stabilize. Then without using the torso, just move the bottom leg up and down. Find that spot right on the hip where you don't have to move anything but the leg. Pulling through the adductor, lifting through those obliques. Nice posture, long neck. One more time on this one. As you take the leg down, cross the top leg over the bottom leg. Put your hand over the legs. Now we never want to train bad posture, so even before we move the legs, find that good posture. Now lift both legs to the hand. We'll do 4. Pull. trying to anchor right into that waistline without using momentum, just muscle. Now take the hand a little higher and aim higher. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in as you go over to your other side. Lie down flat on your arm with your head on it. Lengthen your legs and bring your other hand in front. Get right on top of the hip and then pull belly button into back. So our stabilization comes through here. Then take your top leg, pull the knee forward, feel the weight of the leg, pull in with the tummy. Release it down to the floor, notice how it relaxes. Then pull it back up, notice how it is worked. Now open the knee to the ceiling, let it fall forward, catch. Open it, let it fall forward and catch. And open and catch. Remember, breath needs to happen naturally. Hold right there. Extend the leg forward and bend. And extend forward and bend. And extend and bend. And this time extend, engage the center, hold. Kick the leg higher, lower, brace the belly. Lift high, lower, embrace. Just a variation of the one we did with the bent knee with longer lever length, one more, always harder. As you bring it forward, hold, engage your core center, figure 8. That powerhouse in the middle, figure 8. One more. And finish by bringing that knee in and sitting up on top of the elbow. As you extend your leg, take the top leg higher, grab hold of the leg. Now lift your posture and lengthen neck. Using that inner thigh on the bottom leg, pull up, down, up. Trying so hard not to move anything but the leg. So the posture's tall, the top leg is still. 2 more. Last one right here. Good. Take it down, cross it over, reach the arm out, but before we move the leg, we want to train good postured lift. Both legs coming up to the hand. Pull and pull and pull and pull. Let's aim for a higher target. Hand goes up, legs go high. Be careful not to dip the chest or use the torso. 2 more. Pull. Last one. Pull and bring the legs down and in. Good. Roll over onto your back. Let's finish this up. As we roll to the back, open up the knees and place the bottoms of your feet together, the soles of your feet together. The hands go behind the head and relax the neck. The pelvis will feel like it's going into a C curve or a pelvic tilt. The hip bones go up, the low back goes down. It should feel very hollow. So with the knees open, it's going to take the work away from the hip flexors or the front of the leg and put it deep into the abdominal wall. Hands behind head, pelvis engaged. Pelvis doesn't move right now. The chest lifts you up and down. Keep the head heavy, lift chest and lower. Keep the elbows open wide to the side. So you're not moving from the neck or the head, but you're moving by engaging and lifting the chest. 1 more, stay high. Keep the head relaxed, elbows open. Now move your feet and your legs and your pelvis upward, but only come down halfway. Pull up, so notice the head is still hovered, not touching. Elbows are open, head is relaxed. My abs are engaged here, and then they're moving pelvis. Adding the torso and the pelvis together, pull, open halfway. Elbows and knees pull together, open to the hover. 2 more, pull, open. Last one, pull, open halfway so the head is off the floor. Pull the right elbow to your right knee. Swivel to the other side, pendulum to the left. Pendulum to the right, pendulum to the left, pendulum to the right, through that waistline to the left. Finish now back in the middle, pull the elbows and the knees. Open halfway with deep control. One more time, lift. Open, relax, and stretch. We will finish our class today with a series of 5, something I feel really important that I do in every Pilates class, somewhere in the class. Finishing very basic, not very many repetitions, so make each repetition count. Knees come in, very basic, hands to the legs, chest comes up, lift a little higher, drop the chin, find big range of motion, reach out, lengthen, double leg stretch, circle in, tuck, lift chest, lengthen, look up, breathe, pull in, 2 more, reach and lengthen, and pull in, last one, extend. As you pull in, keep your chest up, transition to one leg, extend the other. Now make that range of motion count. Tuck the chin down to relax the neck, switch legs. Let one move flow into the next with now the single leg stretch. And breathe, and breathe, and one more set, and finish with whichever leg you end up with. Keep the chest lifted, extend the leg higher, cinch up the belt, scissor the legs. Look down towards the belly button. Just find that natural position that takes the tension away from the neck. Lengthen and scissor, lengthen and scissor. One more time. Pull both knees into the chest, put the hands behind the head for support. Extend the legs high, keep the chest lifted, head relaxed. Push down, pull up. That's 1, we'll do 3 more. Push down, double straight leg stretch, pull up. 2 more, and lift. Finish with 1 more. As we finish the final exercise, cross the elbow to the knee, lengthen over to the other side. Pull the back elbow back, lift the chest up and over. 2 more times. Last one to cross. Reach and lengthen the body. Let's visit just a couple of stretches where the legs or the body might feel just a little tight. Press through the heels. Lengthen your fingertips. Pilates is a great way to lengthen to strengthen. So we've been doing some stretches throughout your moves, but let's just finish today with some good stretches. Pull the knees in, grab hold of the legs, give them a nice little tug to stretch the back. Now take your toes just a little bit higher than your knees and grab hold of your big toe and let gravity pull the legs open. A place that can get really tight is that hip socket, inner thigh, hip flexor area. A little bit of side to side rocking. Now pull your legs back in together. Place your feet down against the floor. Open the arms. With the feet connected to floor, drop to one side and take the top leg and push forward through the hip bone. You'll feel that stretch go deep into the psoas. It's a really deep abdominal muscle that connects into the low back and can cause some low back problems if it's tight. You've also got to stretch down the hip flexor and the quadricep here. Then lift the knees up and over. Let them go over to the other side. Taking the top hip bone, press forward and feel that stretch go all the way up the quadricep, hip flexor into psoas. Bring the feet back to the floor. This time pull the knees into the chest. Open the arms. Knees fall to one side. Keep the chest open. Take the other hand and just put a little bit of pressure on the thigh. Feeling that stretch now go down the side of the hip into the spine and open through the chest and the shoulder. Bring those knees up and over to the other side. Open the arm and the chest. Put a little bit of light pressure down on your thigh, just a little pulling, stretching through the side of the hip, all the way up the spine into the arm. while you're already on your hip, push up to seated. Shift your weight into your feet. Walk your hands a little more forward and lift the hips up into a down dog position. Hips high, soft knees, head between the arms, and feeling that stretch go up the back side of the leg. A little stretch for the feet, lift the heels up a little higher. Bend the knees, keeping the tailbone up, chest to thighs, stretch the arches of your feet. Lower your heels down. Walk your hands back in as you bend your knees. Place your hands on your thighs. Head forward, hips back, lengthen the spine from the curve to the straight. Curve back under, roll up the vertebrae. As you stand up, roll the shoulders back. Take the hands above your head, interlock the hands, lift. Tip over to one side. Circle forward with a little bend in your knees, rounding the back to the other side, and lift up. Now over to the opposite direction first. Drop forward, come around, lift all the way up. Open the arms. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands to heart center. Exhale. Thanks for joining me today. Have a wonderful day.